My name is Mary Jo, and this is my daughter Samantha.
Hello.
And today we're going to make cheesecake balls, and this is just a new twist on an old recipe, a classic cheesecake recipe that I've made many times, but we thought it'd be nice to have little cheesecake bites rather than a whole big slice of cheesecake, so that you could, save a few calories that way, but still have the benefit of the full cheesecake taste. So to get started, we're not going to use a springform pan like we normally would. We're just going to make the cheesecake. We need this. We're going to prepare our pan by spraying the pan spray into just a regular 9.5 by 11 pan. So Samantha's going to spray that in the bottom of the pan rather than having that classic vanilla wafer crust. And we're going to line the pan with wax paper. Okay, so our pan's ready, and now we're just going to start mixing up our classic cheesecake recipe. And when I make cheesecakes, I always do it in a food processor. This is just my old 1980s food processor that keeps on keeping on. And of course, we're going to use Philadelphia brand cream cheese, and we need 24 ounces of cream cheese. And this cream cheese has been sitting out for a while, so it's pretty soft. We measured out already 1.5 cups of sugar, and we're just going to add the sugar into the food processor along with the cream cheese. And now we need 4 eggs. And to this we're going to add 4 teaspoons of vanilla. And that's really it. That is the basic cheesecake recipe. And so we'll put the top on and mix it up. Alright, so I think this is a nice smooth consistency, and we're just going to pour it into the prepared cheesecake pan. Just pour it all in here and spread it all around and let it cook for an hour. 300 degrees for 1 hour. In the oven for 1 hour. Okay, we're back, and we have this beautiful cheesecake that has been chilled, and we're ready to work for it. Samantha's already washed her hands. She can get started doing the balls, and I'm going to go wash my hands. And we're just using melon ball scoopers, and we're just going in there and scooping a little bit of cheesecake out, bringing it into our hands, and forming little balls. And we're putting it on a cookie sheet that's been lined with wax paper again. And when we've made all the balls, we're going to stick it back in the freezer and let them get a little bit harder. And they don't have to be perfect, we're just trying to get them about the same size. And the idea is that you're just going to have a little bite of cheesecake. And the beauty of this is we're going to be able to dress each one of these cheesecake balls up, if you will, into people's individual tastes. So there'll be some strawberry cheesecake balls, and some turtle cheesecake balls, and some cookies and cream cheesecake balls. What was your favorite, Samantha?
The ones with chocolate on it.
Okay, and
anything
some
with chocolate.
Which your balls are much neater than mine.
I'm more of a perfectionist.
Yes, you are.
I know that's not news to you.
I'm just like a get her done. Which cheesecake is on my hand?
Don't do. I remember the last time I had to wash my hands halfway through.
I'm about to have to. How are yours so clean? Mine aren't.
I didn't pick them up with my hands like you did. I'm using the spoon.
Oh, you're probably right.
See? See what I'm doing? I'm only using the balls, the palms of my hand. I'm not using my fingertips.
I see. So you might have to wash your hands in between, particularly if they start picking up too much cheesecake and then it just sort of starts sticking to itself. So
about halfway through, might be a good idea.
Really good cheesecake.
You didn't get to eat any last time?
No, I had a ball last time.
No, when we were making it.
Oh, no.
No, we were taking it, but you wouldn't eat any.
Oh, that's right. I'd given up for Lent.
That's what I mean. You didn't get to have them until the next day. You didn't get to have it raw.
So in here we have a cup of sour cream and about 3½ tablespoons of sugar. A little bit more. There you go. And now we're going to take each of these little balls and just coat it in the sour cream and sugar and put these back in the oven for about 10 minutes at 300 degrees. Just to sort of let them set.
The best way is to just kind of drop them in here, roll them around, and pull them out. Alright, my hands are washed, and now we're going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes at 300 degrees.
It looked beautiful. We took it out, we put it straight into the freezer so that the cheesecake begins to cool off and we can make the balls out of it. While it's cooling off, we're going to prepare the crust. The typical cheesecake crust is a vanilla wafer crust, and since we can do a whole variety of different things, we're actually going to make a vanilla wafer crust and an Oreo cookie crust, so we can have a variety of cheesecake balls. So in the food processor is about a cup of vanilla wafers, a teaspoon and a half of sugar, a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon, and about a half a teaspoon of butter. And we're just going to mix that all up in the food processor. It's done. And we're going to dump this out so that we can use it for our crust. And now we're going to do the same thing to the Oreo cookie crumbles. We'll just put those in the food processor. And because they have the cream in them, we don't have to add the butter to hold things together. It'll work itself out with the cream. So let me whir this together. And we'll pour that into a dish. Okay, now for the fun part. We have a variety of toppings and 2 crusts to assemble the little cheesecake balls. We have some, show them the strawberries, Samantha. We have these beautiful fresh strawberries that we're going to cut up and put on top along with a little bit of strawberry sauce. We have some caramel and some chocolate sauce. And we're just going to start putting these together. First, each one has to be dipped into either the chocolate or the vanilla wafer crust, and then we'll put a variety of toppings on top, and we'll have a beautiful set of cheesecake balls. So I'm going to make a strawberry one to start with, and we'll just put a little dollop of strawberry glaze on, and then put a few little pieces of strawberry in there. Make it look pretty. So now we're doing the last one, and we have a variety of cheesecake ball combinations here. We have the fruit-topped strawberry ones on both the vanilla crust and the Oreo cookie crust. We've got turtle ones with caramel and pecans and chocolate and almonds, and then some without any nuts or fruit. A couple just the Oreo cookie cheesecake balls, and a couple with just caramel and chocolate sauce on top, and they are absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see this, but there they are. Absolutely beautiful.